Hey guys, OniXT here, and today I wanted to make a video just pretty much how to fix the situation going on with the MCC mods. So if you didn't know, if you didn't log into Halo MCC yet today, looks like a new patch for Halo MCC was just released this morning, or maybe late last night or this morning. But yeah, they updated the Master Chief Collection, which, it's all good and well. But what this pretty much did was brick a bunch of mods from working, or not necessarily brick, but it stopped them from showing up on your MCC without being updated. And this pretty much happens anytime the Master Chief Collection is updated. There are guides on Steam on how to reverse this. You don't need to do anything crazy. Actually, I'm going to show you, it's pretty easy, but to just show you what I'm talking about, I'll show you about the process that I go to actually fix this. So let's take a look here. We are in the Halo Master Chief Collection, and I have a ton of mods installed. But when I hopped in today to take a look, and pretty much see about one specific mod earlier today, a lot of these weren't showing up. Civil Unrest wasn't showing up, the Prophet's Hand wasn't showing up, Sandbox Evolved wasn't showing up, and one of them is, I believe it's called, the 457 overhaul. It's made by that person, but it's like a total overhaul, so that's the one I'm going to be using as an example. I actually plan on playing through some of that. Halo Reach is very special to me, so I mean, get ready for the spam, especially with it being 15 years old now. It's crazy to think. But anyways, let's hop into what we're actually seeing here. So as you see there, that mod is not here. There's no mod here that says 457. So let's go into the process of actually fixing this. Okay, so we're back in Steam. You see 457's Campaign Overhaul V2, and it says subscribed, which means it is installed, but it was not appearing for me under the Master Chief Collection. And, obviously this is annoying because you just installed this mod that's over 15 gigs, and the game won't let you play it. So how do you fix this? So the fix is to go to Program Files, x86, Steam, Steam Apps, Workshop, and Content. And just before we go any further, I do want to say this is going to be, this specific folder for Steam Apps Workshop Content, this is going to be on the, at least in my experience, what I've seen, it is on the first folder you have, or the first hard drive you installed Steam on. So for instance, on my second hard drive here, I do have a separate Steam folder for more games and whatnot, but the C drive is where I first had Steam installed, so this is where all the mods installed to. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, it's clear and cut. Where do we go from here? So this folder, the 976730, this is the MCC. This is where all your mods are. So we're going to double click that, and we see a bunch of numbers. And obviously this is extremely frustrating. Where is my mod? Which one of these are my mod? So the process I typically go about this, right? Let's go back here to Workshop. So how do I figure out which one my mod is if I don't want to click through all of those folders? So I go to my subscribed items and I look for where it is. And you could try to count down and then correlate that with the folders, but I find that doesn't always work. So what I do is I simply uninstall the mod and reinstall it, so it's the first one here. It's the first one on the top of the list. So now that I know this is the first mod on the top of the list, this is the last mod I have installed, or the latest mod I have installed, technically it should be the very first one. So we're gonna just have that get back into the folder. It's reinstalled. This should be that mod. So let's go in and see. All right, so we're already seeing Halo Reach. This is a good sign. This looks like it's our mod. You can hop into images too and see, are these from my mod? Again, you couldn't say for sure until you actually do the fix. So what is the fix? We're here now. We're in the actual, what we believe is the mod folder. So what you're going to do, you're going to see two files here. And if you don't, and God, I don't want this to seem complicated, but if you don't have file extensions showing, which effectively is like the .json, because the file type is JSON, I have no idea why it's named that, but that's what it is. If you don't have that, you're just going to see campaign info and you're going to see mod info. And let's see here. I'm not even going to show how to, you could look up how to show file extensions because I'm not going to get into that right now. But the one you're going to want to click on is modinfo.json, or it's just going to show up as modinfo for this. So we're going to click on that. We're going to open it with Notepad, and it opened on my second monitor. So I'm just going to drag that over here. Okay. And you're going to see all this stuff, all these scary numbers, app versions, this, oh my God, I need help. So what you're going to see right off the bat is major 1. In the guide that I'm actually going to link, he has a different number here for minor. I think that's the variant of like, or the latest patch number. I couldn't say for sure, but all you have to do, the one step you have to take, you just hit the backspace and you put a 9. So you turn that 1 into a 9, and then I always hit file save. Okay, so we have that. Now let's go back into the Master Chief Collection and see if this pops up. Look at all these games I have. You guys want to play through that? Anyways, I haven't touched it yet, but I heard some things. So we're going to hop back into the MCC here. Hopefully the recording keeps going. Let's just double check here. Yep, our recording is still going. So let's see here. Enter. Okay. And we're actually going to cut just because I don't want to show any information. Alrighty, so we are back in the Halo MCC. We're actually in the game. So now we're going to go to campaigns, Halo Reach. And would you look at that? 457's campaign overhaul V2 is now appearing. So that's pretty much as simple as it could get. Again, I do apologize if that seemed kind of convoluted or not to the point. My biggest thing is, you know, when I first started doing this, I was like, man, I don't want to have to reinstall, 15 gigs of like mods again. And that was my big thing. I just didn't want to have to do that. But to find the mod, that tends to be one of the fastest ways, especially if you have a fast internet connection. Now, if you don't have nearly as many if you don't have nearly as many mods installed as me, just to give you guys an idea, this is after tons of mods not showing. I have like a lot of mods installed, right? Halo 2 had a scroll wheel before, so some of them definitely broke. But yeah, so I clearly have like a lot of mods installed. And if you have a fast internet connection, you kind of have unlimited pretty much downloads, then I would just recommend reinstalling it. But otherwise, you're going to have to try to go in there and figure out which mod is the one you're looking for, which it sucks. If you don't have that many installed, you could probably do it pretty fast and just correlate, hey, I only have 2 Halo Reach mods installed, 5 mods altogether. Okay, this Reach mod's not it. Okay, so this one has to be it, right? So you could kind of go about it that way. And I am going to link the actual guide in the, I'll put it in the description. I'll probably drop it in the comment section too. But yeah, that's pretty much how you fix this. I imagine some of these mod creators will update it so you could actually play it. And again, this doesn't work with every single mod, because if the mod is super old and there was a big change to MCC, it may just still not show up. Or maybe it'll show up and you try to play it and you're like stuck in one place. I've seen that with some Halo 3 mods, and it's disappointing because I really wanted to play them, but you're literally like, the game is broken, the mod is broken, it just straight up does not work. So the unfortunate side of modding in a game that still gets updated. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, if it wasn't too convoluted, please drop a like. It really does get the video out there. It works with the algorithm system, which is also destroying our society simultaneously, which I'm actually about to do a video of that on my other channel, Oni Unfiltered. I totally forgot the name of that YouTube channel for a minute here. Doesn't have many views, many subscribers, but it's just me giving my opinion on different topics going on. I imagine we all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'll just link that in the description, maybe in the comments as well. If you're into that kind of thing, just outside of just general gaming, definitely check out the channel, see if it's for you. Maybe it's not. Drop your opinion. Let me know. But anyways, guys, OniXT here. Peace.